which case this is your amnesty now, if you'd like to leave. Yeah, I'm here celebrating a brand new album called These Frightening Machines, which came out on Friday, so it's still fresh from the oven. And it's going really well. It's been really nice coming out and singing some of these songs live. If I wasn't doing this, I'd be sat at home wondering what to do now. It's a bit of a funny one when you put out an album that you've worked for so long on and you don't know what to do once it's out in the world. So appreciate you coming along and supporting me. And I'll play some songs. So I thought I'd better start with this one. This is called Matches, and it was the first single I released from the album. And I wrote this. It's the only song in my repertoire that was inspired by a tattoo I saw on a woman's back. Quite a niche reference, I think. But it's cool. It said, it was women, not witches, and that phrase really stuck with me. And then I went away and I did a bit of reading about the witch trials, and then I got a little bit angry. And then I went on a songwriting retreat and I wrote this song. Tried to kind of make it a bit of a call to arms and a sort of reclaiming of the voices of the women killed during that time. So I'm just starting on some really light subject matter, ease us all into the evening. I should say as well, I don't know if people still watch music videos, but I like making them. And there's a music video for this one, and it's me and 10 Bristolian Morris dancers dancing around a big old fire that we built in a field near me. And at about 1 a.m, we realised that there was a family camping in the same field, because this poor mum came over to the fire, and it was only afterwards that I realised just how culty and bad it had looked from a distance. So I do apologise to that family. We did reassure them that everything was fine. Yeah, that's on YouTube if you like. Anyway, this is called Matches. Dust the ashes from your eyes, red of dawn and midnight, album's called These Frightening Machines. This next song is the title track. It's the song that the title came from. I wouldn't say it's necessarily the song that the album orbits around, but I have terrible commitment issues when it comes to naming things, and just generally, perhaps. So I always save naming an album until right at the very end. So when I was looking through the lyrics, this was the lyric that jumped out as kind of feeling like it was a good name for the album, because I think there's a few different themes, but a lot of them are me just trying to figure out where I sit amongst it all, amongst all the different kind of systems that we find ourselves part of, whether that's the body or aging or the industries we're in or anything like that. But this song specifically is the body as a machine. And if you've ever had any sort of like long-term health issues or kind of strange operations or anything, you realise what a knife edge we're walking. We're just one little glitch in the system away from things going terribly wrong with the body. And it's a funny one. You sometimes, if you've kind of been doing that for a little while, you end up feeling a bit like a person trapped inside a machine rather than you kind of working as one cohesive thing with the mind and body. This is something I find hard to put into words, which is why I wrote a song about it. You'll be pleased to hear. But that was the inspiration behind this one. So it's called Frightening Machines. And there is another music video for this one. I chose a really terrible day to go and walk along a Welsh beach, dragging along a ton of scrap metal for this one. So, yes, another roaring success. Please go and watch music videos. I really put my life on the line for that one. Anyway, Frightening Machines. Seems things have taken a turn. All my levers and systems won't do as they're told anymore. I'm having to learn that these frightening machines aren't as tough as they seem, and I'm losing sleep. It's so hard to keep from falling. We're bad at the seams. This was once such a team. Now I'm calling out for a sign that this body's still mine after all. Strip down this engine for parts. I have to confess it's a bit of a mess. had a very busy week. I've been doing these in-stores. I'm doing all these on my own on the trains as well, which has been a lot of disassociating out of windows and then coming and playing songs. It's been good fun. But a couple of days ago, I went on Women's Hour for the first time, which is very exciting. Glad people were listening, that's good to know. And I sang this song, this is called Madeleine. And I wrote this as a little love song for other women in the music industry. It's a duet on the album. I wrote it knowing I wanted it to be a duet with another woman because it felt right for the song. So Torres, a wonderful American songwriter, she's done a lot of work with Julian Baker, the Boy Genius lot. She agreed to sing on this with me, which was great. Obviously you're getting the solo version this evening. But yeah, I wrote this for other women in the music industry. I think when I started, things have changed quite a lot and they're always improving, but I was often the only woman on a bill and they'd introduced me as a female guitarist, as if that was a genre, which it isn't. And I think there's that sort of thing, as a consequence of that, a lot of people I've talked to, other women in the industry, end up feeling quite competitive with each other and feeling like you're competing for spots, and it kind of creates this bit of divide, which I think is a real shame because really we all need to be supporting each other and pulling together. So that's why I wrote this song, just in case any other young women just coming into music need to hear it. We're all in this together. So yeah, it's called Madeleine. And it's got nothing to do with Lily Allen's song either. I didn't know she was going to release a song. We obviously didn't plan that very well. But maybe I'll get some accidental streams off the back. Who knows? Yeah. Madeleine, by mistake or design, they made you feel the limelight can't be yours as well as mine. And it's an art how they keep our names apart, but stick us on a bill with 20 men who play guitar. Oh, it's so strange, same tired refrain. see me looking like I'm bowing after each song, it's because I haven't got my glasses on and I can't actually see my set list. I'm not bowing, that would be very self-indulgent. Okay, so if you've been listening to my music for a little while, you might know I enjoy Greek mythology. They're great stories for writing songs from, partly because they're great stories, full of passion and drama, and also because they're out of copyright, so they're really good for using. And I was reading, I thought, yeah, there's 2 on the first album about Greek mythology, and I thought maybe I'd do a 3rd one on this one. And at the time of writing this album, I was reading a really good book called Wait by Jeanette Winterson, which is a fab retelling of the myth of Atlas. He was the chap who was punished with holding up the universe for the rest of eternity. And while I was reading this book, which I highly recommend, one of my friends was going through a bit of a tough time and was doing the classic thing of not telling us that he was going through a hard time, even though it's blatantly obvious, but he wasn't accepting any help. And I was a bit worried about him. So it all tied in. He was reminding me of Atlas trying to hold up the universe. So I thought I'd write this song. I haven't told him it's about him, but maybe I will at some point. Maybe that'd be weird. I can't decide. Let me know what you think. There's your moral dilemma for the evening. Yeah, it's called Atlas. worked with a wonderful producer on this album called Rob Ellis, who's worked with some of my heroes like PJ Harvey, Marianne Faithfull, Anna Calvi, all sorts of great musicians. And he was very good at pushing me outside of my comfort zone a little bit. And as a result, there is one song on the album that definitely wouldn't have existed without him. And I think it's a bit of the black sheep on the album, really. And it's called Hurricane. And it came about because he messaged me a couple of weeks before we went into the studio and said, I think these songs are great, KP, but I think you've got a groovy number in you that you've never written before. And it's true, I'm not known for my disco floor fillers, but I'm nothing if not a people pleaser. So I thought, okay, Rob, I'll write a groovy song. So I did. And I wrote this sort of Latino bossa nova sort of song, which is a sort of style that you either have to lean into completely or avoid altogether. And we decided to lean into it in the studio, and we had really good fun building this up with lots of instruments. Yeah, it's called Hurricane, and that's because I wrote the melody at home, and then I was in America, and I got caught in a historic weather event in a big tornado, which was terrifying. And so I was in a bathroom, I was wrapped in a towel, and that was because I'd looked online and it said to wrap yourself in a towel, but I now know that that's only if there's glass. And I was in a windowless room, so I was just wrapped in a towel for no reason at all, in this bathroom. And all the sirens were going off, and it was really scary. We don't get many tornadoes in Birmingham. I don't know about Liverpool, but a bit of a novel event for me. So I went to my happy place in my head, which is writing lyrics. But tornado didn't scan very well, so it changed to hurricane. And that's how the song came to be. There's also a music video for this, and this is by the point of this point in the album, I'd got sick of walking along stormy beaches or staying up till 1 a.m. So I filmed this one in 2 of my favourite Brummy pubs with all my friends instead. So if you want any pub recommendations, come and speak to me afterwards. Anyway, yeah, it's called Hurricane.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thanks, that's nice. I better not mess this up then. Tempted in by velvet gloves, you spilled the milk, I lapped it up, and I let the push become a shove, and told myself this must be love. Sister, always sweeping like a twister, and your lonely memories hit you when the lights go down. Feel the pressure rising as he looms on your horizon. You won't hear the sirens till the walls give out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's a hurricane. He's a hurricane. I should say I will be back in Liverpool quite soon, next month in fact, April 25th. I'll be at the Tongue Auditorium. This was called, right? Tongue Auditorium? Yeah. It's just on the left, I thought I'd got it wrong. So quick to doubt myself. Yeah, Tongue Auditorium. I'm really looking forward to it. It's my first time playing there, but I've heard good things about the acoustics. And for that one, I'll be flanked by two very talented musicians, so we'll be making a bit of a bigger sound. And I should say, this isn't just a marketing ploy, it is selling out. Quite a few of the dates have already sold out on that tour, so if you'd like to come and you haven't got tickets yet, you need to act quickly and tell your friends as well. Yeah, it'll be really nice to be back, April 25th. So yeah, I'll play this. This is called I'm Always Willing, and this is another duet from the album. I sang this one with a great musician called Richard Walters, who's just got a fine falsetto on him. He's in a band called OIR, Simon Armitage, if any of you are interested. They're brilliant. And I wrote this sort of my experiences with touring, and I know it's a very shared experience with a lot of musicians, but I'm someone who loves touring. I really enjoy it. Even slogging away on the trains, I just really enjoy being out and about. I've always had quite itchy feet, I think, when it comes to, I'm not very good at staying in one place for too long. But then, when I'm here, I do miss home a bit, and I think, that must be nice to be home. And then as soon as I'm home, I give it about 48 hours, and I'm starting to kind of think, okay, where am I going next? When's the next tour? Basically, I'm always caught between two places in that respect, which I think is a blessing and a curse. Anyway, so that's kind of what this song is inspired by. I'm always willing. this has been a lovely little way to spend a Wednesday? It is Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
I've been really confused about the time. I saw my mum yesterday and I gave her a Mother's Day card because I thought it was Sunday. So I don't know what day I'm on now. But yeah, thanks so much for coming along. And if you'd like to come and hear a full set, I'll be back in Liverpool, as I said. But I appreciate you giving up some of your precious free time to come and join me tonight. And for supporting the album, which as of Monday was number 5 in the UK album charts, which is nuts. Not bad for a little indie folk artist. So yeah, I really appreciate your support. I'm really enjoying myself. And I will be around signing stuff afterwards, signing and giving you some fair to middling chat as well, if you'd like to come indulge in any. I'm not sure, I think there's a system, hopefully you know the system. But yeah, I'll be hanging around after this, come say hi. I'll end on this song. This is one of 2 songs that I think are the reason I occasionally get booked for country festivals. And for the other one that I'm not playing, I looked myself on YouTube the other night. You have to search for yourself every now and then just to see if there's anything disgraceful that's been uploaded. And to my joy, I found one guy in a dance studio who'd made a line dancing routine to one of their songs, and it absolutely has made my year so far. It's so sassy, just stamping around in these boots. So I say this, Liverpool, in the hope that one of you is going to hear this song and think, I'm going to make a line dancing routine to this one, because I want 2 line. I'm greedy. Yeah, I haven't learned his routine yet, but I really should. That also feels a bit self-indulgent, but you know, one day when I've got a full band and I'm not having to hold a guitar, I could kind of... Anyway, I'm digressing. So yeah, I'll end on this song. This is kind of thematically similar to the last one, which goes to show that this has been a chronic issue and not a recent thing. And I wrote this for my mum, sort of, who has been very patient and very supportive of me over the years. Despite some disastrous decisions I've made, all in the name of songwriting research. And she did once coin the phrase in an argument of people with no postcodes to describe the people I was dating at the time. Which sounds harsh, but was really accurate. Very accurate. I did a lot of running away in a lot of vehicles. My poor mother. So I wrote this for her, but I'm gonna dedicate it to my twin brother who's in the audience because he's annoyed that he didn't get a mention on the album credits, despite not, being on it. So I'm gonna dedicate this to him so that he knows that I love him too. So yeah, so that's from Travelling Man. Thanks so much for coming along. And a big thanks to Rich on sound as well for doing a great job.
Dear darling, I've been travelling round the country with an urge I cannot tame. But everywhere I go I think of home and hope that all remains the same. Oh, when you're travelling, landscapes change, the faces fade, no one knows my name. But in the nightly gloom I find a moon, soon I hear your voice again. Oh, nothing's changed. I just wrote to let you know that it's time for me to go. Even though I wish I could remain, I won't be coming round this way again. Mama, won't you take this whiskey from me? I've been drinking for too long. Oh, the sun's too high, the road's too long, and I'm too drunk to know my right from wrong. And if I could, I'd find some land, we'd have a child, a baby on the lawn. But honey, I'm a travelling man, and I'll live up and left you come the dawn. So I just wrote to let you know that if I could, I wouldn't go. Tell Mama I love her just the same, but I'm leaving on a 7:30 train. come.